Pitt is victorious in the decisive Game 3 of the CBI presented by Zebra Pen. Rich Cellini, Keno Davis, Peterson Event Center have been good to Pitt since it's opened 10 years ago. They lose the first game of this series on the road in Pullman, come back, win the next two, and are champions of the CBI.
Yeah, the home court advantage was pretty big for Pitt. You can just see why it's such a tough place to play because the crowd's right on you. The students are great the whole game. And they were able to come up big late game situations and be able to win the close ones.
Yeah, Pitt just a little bit more physical and better execution down the stretch. They handle Washington State here tonight. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from tonight's Pitt victory.
You take a look at Washington State early in the game with the fast break, and they were getting some opportunities, but a nice job of Pitt of not giving them as many as they would have needed. And then Lodwick came up big again, creating a little bit inside, and then you look at Washington State attacking the basket, whether it's driving or the threes. When they missed the threes, they were crashing the boards, being able to finish. You didn't see that in the second half. And for Pittsburgh, of course, they could score about any way they wanted. You had different guys step up. They had the opportunity. With Gibbs out the last couple games, other guys had to step up, and the scoring benefit came off the bench. It came from more of your role players, like a Philippe Zana. You've got some reasons to be optimistic next year because you had some guys come up big in these last couple games.
You know, Pitt has 5 players end up with double figures. They got some nice contributions from some of the key guys and some nice people in some fill-in roles.
They really did, and I think what they did is they took high percentage shots. There might be 2 or 3 shots that you say, well, that wasn't the best look, but nobody's perfect. And I tell you what, when you see these highlights and they're attacking the basket, they're taking contact, they're good at that because they're from the Big East, and the Big East is used to having that physical play.
Take a look at our final numbers. Each side shoots well from the floor. Big part of the downfall for Washington State tonight, just not efficient enough from the free throw line.
They weren't. And then, of course, you look at the turnovers. Pittsburgh being 9 is a great number, keeping under 10 turnovers. But Pitt, even in a half-court game, to only have 3 turnovers is pretty impressive.
Pitt, champions of the CBI, and they can take this and look to move forward. Coach Dixon tells us at the end of this game, you know what? Next season has already started. Let's take this and springboard forward.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't talk. Neither team will talk about this game too much. They're going to be talking about what they have to do in the offseason, how players have to be able to get better, because both teams have talent coming in, and there's going to be competition for those spots, and that's always healthy.
That's a wrap of the CBI from the Steel City. For Keno, Rich Cellini, so long from the Peterson Event Center.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.